Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you're new, of course, hit that subscribe button. If you guys have been here already, and even if you're new, hit the like, the thumbs up, that little thing that do this. But I wanted to come on here because as we wait for the reunion, the Married to Medicine reunion, I got some tea that I want to drop on some things that's going to happen. Now, we don't know how they're going to edit the episode, but the things that I want to tell you guys about and what to expect are things that I'm sure they won't edit. So let's kind of get into that.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
And we gonna get right into it, okay? Because I got some stuff to do. Now, if you guys paid attention to the thumbnail, I had 3 couples on there. And the reason why I did, because it's going to be a lot going on with King Quad, Heavenly, Dr. Damon, and Sweet Tea, and Dr. G. So we're going to start with, let's just start talking about Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon. Let's talk about them because this is going to be kind of quick on them. So what you guys are going to learn at the reunion is, if you guys don't know, the ratings are low as hell. So you can go check that out. It's all over Twitter. And that is something that I have been saying for some time. These people are scrambling because the ratings they don't went to hell. And that is good because they giving us a bullshit show. When I say a bullshit show, is they are producing themselves. They are making up shit to show it to us. And we like, what? But anywho, let's get into our first couple. And so if I look down, it's because I took notes, because sometimes I do forget stuff. So what you're going to learn with Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon, and I don't believe this is going to be edited out because there's not a lot to talk about. Another person, let me just start with them. What you're going to learn is Dr. Heavenly wants to make it seem like her and Dr. Damon is like the kings of this show. She wants to make it seem like they are like the celebrities and they are the reason that the show is Married to Medicine. So again, I don't believe that this will be able to be edited out because it wasn't a whole lot going on. So Dr. Damon and Dr. Damon in Heavenly is all of a sudden wants to portray themselves as king and queen on this show. So that was pretty much it for them. She does catch a lot of flack for her behavior. Now, I don't know if they may edit that part out, but I know the part about them thinking that they're so superior. I don't know how they would edit that out. Now, something else I want to talk about, which I just realized I failed to make a part of this, video because I didn't think about it. And I hope they edit that out because what I've been told, y'all know Fedra did not show up to that reunion. But what I'm learning is she actually didn't have to. So they kind of played themselves. But they drag Fedra the entire time. So I'm told that, they do a lot of talking about Fedra, which is going to look crazy because she ain't there. So hopefully that gets edited out because Fedra ain't even here and y'all talking about her. Talk about something else. So you will learn Dr. Damon and you will learn that Heavenly wants to act like they are Married to Medicine. They're this happy couple and they got all of this shit going on. But the truth of the matter is we really don't know nothing about her and him. Only, other than what people are saying out here on these internet streets. So you'll learn that. So when I talk about King, I'm going to talk about now King and Quad, and it's going to spill over to Dr. G and Sweet Tea. Now, this is going to be interesting. I actually got to get my notepad for them. So we know that we watched the episode where King and, Dr. G got into it, right? We saw that Dr. Heavenly went on to her YouTube channel and said charges was filed. King is going to jail. all of that to find out the bitch lied. And I mean, that's what she do. So some of what she said was in fact true though. Okay. I'm you know, I'm not gonna, you know, she ain't my favorite, but some of what she said is true. So let's get into the truth part. The police were called. A report was made. Okay. What you guys will learn at the reunion is Dr. G said that he decided not to move forward. He did not want to move forward because he didn't really want to get King in any type of criminal trouble. I want to make sure y'all understand this. I live in Georgia, and you know the laws are very different here. You can actually go and file charges against people. Not saying you can't do it in other states, but the state that I'm from, it's a little bit harder to just walk in the police and file a report unless you bring in like witnesses. It's a little different. So what I'm being told is at the reunion, Dr. G is explaining why he didn't move forward. Dr. G did not move forward because he said he didn't want to put another black man or another man in a situation like that. Although, you know, in the heat of the moment, you know, he called the police or whatever, he didn't want to move forward with it. So let me make sure you guys understand. If King would have, you know, knocked Dr. G in the eye or put some kind of bruise or something on him that, you know, you could notice, you know, he could have called the police and then the state would have filed charges. But the fact that Dr. G called them himself, if he decided not to move forward, then it's a not move forward situation. And you'll learn that, because I don't believe that they're going to take that out. That will be kind of hard considering the whole reunion really was a flop. They really wasn't talking about much. But when I tell y'all that Quad be lying, I'm saying it because I know that she be lying. Now, what you guys also saw, you saw Quad come on live with King, and this is what she had to say. Let me make sure I share the audio. If not, make sure you guys turn up your audio, because sometime I notice when you share stuff, the volume reduces. So I'm going to share this. Just make sure y'all turn your audio up, okay? So turn your audio up so that you can hear it. But I'm going to share this, and we're going to listen to this because it's very important to what I'm about to say.
When we break up, y'all? When it happens?
You want to break up?
Do you want to break up? I don't want to break up. You want to break up?
Nah.
I don't want to break up. Baby, he love a towel. Don't he love a towel, y'all? He keeps some type of
out here.
It ain't cold.
It's cold.
We
man.
just got out of the jacuzzi, but it was kind of like lukewarm, so it wasn't really. It's not cold. We sitting by the fire too. Anyway, okay, y'all. So we just checked that mark. We have never broken up. So that's a farce, a myth, a lie. What else are people saying? What the people saying, baby? Pay attention to these. That internet, baby. That internet, honey, be all type of stuff just be out there, honey, just traveling. A whole lot of BS, honey, just traveling.
I love it.
What you see today? Anything this week?
And the blogs be funny as shit.
Oh, baby, he love the blogs. So if y'all talking about him,
I'm with this shit. It'd be funny.
He sits up and he laughs at every part of it. I'm like, well, get off of it. He just laughs at it.
I'll leave them comments up. I mean, it's hilarious.
Oh, Lord. Oh, let's see. Why did Toya do what? I don't know. Toya is good with me. Man, Toya good. So I don't know what's going on. What's being said. Okay. Quad and King. Not really. The blog said that we had broke up. Hell, I was trying to figure out where the hell that came from. What else the blogs been saying, y'all? Put me on game. The blogs are funny, honey. They do it. Let me tell you something. One thing about it, you know, you can pay your rent if you just put my name in the caption. If you just put my name in the heading, you're going to be able to pay your rent, child. You'll be able to pay your rent and your light bill, honey. All you got to do is say something salacious about Quad. Don't matter if it's true, if it's fugazi, baby. It don't matter if you came up and found somebody to put up some fake paperwork. It don't matter. It don't matter. You trying to get your rent paid. So add the doll. Put the doll in there. I have to get your rent paid. Oh, Lord. Okay.
I love when they talk shit.
Baby needs to stay. Oh, they said baby needs to stay in the child place. Baby, the children need to stay in children's places. They really do. Okay.
They say I'm going
Oh,
to
they
jail.
said you're going to jail, baby. Why? Why would he do
What am I going to
that?
jail for?
No, don't try to put my
Yeah, I'm
baby
going
in
to jail
jail.
for an argument.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. All right.
That's done, honey. King called down to the police precinct, child. They said that was ridiculous and they cannot file any charges. So, you know, people say anything. Anything don't, and y'all run with it. Don't run with it, baby.
Was
Gotta
I
check
banned
into
from
it.
the show?
So here's the thing in reference to the show. What happened with that after what we saw on the sandbar? My ex, his ego was stepped on, and so he wanted to get one up on us, and so he decided that he wanted to go to the network and complain and go to the police.
Okay, guys, wanted to jump in there. So, you know, just pay attention to what she's saying with regards to the situation when, you know, the police were actually called. So that is what I'm doing this video for.
Police department and try to quote unquote file some charges. And so for the moment until we were done investigating, they had said that King can film, but he could not film with the rest of the group at that time. But he could, of course, we have our own personal story, so he could continue to film with me. But this is my man, and we're a package. So I'm saying, for forever, everyone has always asked me about, it's quiet, where your man at? Where your man at? You know, and you don't have a man, and this and that and other. And so now I'm sharing this with you, that I do have a man, and it was kind of like a slap in the face when it was stated that he could not at that time film with the rest of the group. Now, one thing about it, what's up? One thing about it, once the investigation was underway, then the truth really came out. And of course, you all will see how the finale goes. So that's all that I can tell you. Should we take another caller?
Okay, guys, and that is just simply not true. So Quad is making it seem like King was investigated, and, you know, since whatever she's saying didn't happen, I don't know what she's talking about, that he was able to film. So this is not even hard to figure out. If somebody put their hands on you or attempted to put their hands on you at your job, you know they're going to separate you all until they do an investigation. So I don't think that has anything to do with the other act in terms of Dr. G filing the report. But I wanted to bring that out because it was actually a little bit sad to see how she described it, and then to tell you all to wait till you see, well, she did say the finale. So, okay, we'll see the finale, which is not the reunion. But what you'll learn at the reunion is Dr. G said why he did not press charges. So it was a little bit irritating to watch her do that video, knowing she had already attended the reunion, knowing that she knew very well why Dr. G did not file those charges. Because if I feel unsafe and somebody tried to get to me, I can file charges. The police are not going to say, you can't file charges. And then she went on to lie to say that they called the police station. So if you do something to me and I call the police on you, the police are investigating, do you think you can call the police and see what they're investigating you for? And they say, oh, don't worry about it. This ain't going to work. This ain't going to work. That is a complete lie. So when I received the information that contradicted what she said, I said, okay, that makes sense, because it's not true. It's simply not true. And I believe that part you guys will see at the reunion, because Dr. G don't speak that much. You know, the fact that he, you know, does actually speak on that situation is definitely something that you guys will get to see at the reunion. So as I stated before, you will see or you will hear, unless they cut it off, they are dragging Fedra. So Fedra is being dragged to smithereens, and, you know, hopefully they take that part out, because that looked crazy, you know, that you all are talking about somebody that didn't even show up. And frankly, what I learned is Fedra didn't show up simply because her contract with regards to her episodes was done. So technically she had no obligation to show up. And y'all know Fedra is a businesswoman, as we all should be, women or men. Why would you show up to something that you are not really obligated to show up to? it kind of makes no sense. And then to show up to give other people show ratings when you are not even going to be on that show, it doesn't make any sense. So what I would like to share with you all right now, and it's going to be kind of quick, is let's look at their ratings. Their ratings are horrible. The ratings are horrible. So let's kind of look at it. It's bad. And this is why you're seeing everybody but Sweet Tea act a fool right now, because everybody is fighting for their entire life. Everybody is fighting for this job. So this is 2022. As you guys can see, Married to Medicine never had super high ratings, but apparently it was enough to sustain this show. The reason why I'm scrolling down is because I'm getting to where we are today. Let's go back a year. If you look at February 2024, 483,000 viewers is what they had. Right. And that was a year ago. Okay. So they went up a little bit. Let's see if I can. So November 24th, 2024, which was just last year, they had 522,000. Then look, December, 491,000. The views are terrible. If you look at, oh my God, look at December 2024, they went to 469. Y'all look at this. January 2025, they went to 456. Then in that other episode in January, 495. Then it went down to 486. Now this last episode, which they, worked their entire life acting a damn fool, they got about 500,000. So this show is struggling. And, that's why I keep telling y'all, some of these people will be leaving, and I know that it's going to be quiet. And with Dr. Heavenly, all the shit that she has created has just backfired. Now, I know, we watch these shows for drama. I watch it for drama, but some of the drama don't make sense. For instance, them going at Sweet Tea, make that part make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Like, you have to show me the logic to make me understand why you have a problem with this woman, because you talking about her husband and her saying that you said that your husband cheated on you is really not a reason for you to constantly keep dragging her and talking about her body, and you constantly keep talking about her husband based on something that Quad told you. That's Quad's experience. So it just don't make sense. So I think a lot of us viewers are not following the show because they haven't presented us anything logical that connects. It just looks like a bunch of women bullying each other. That's what it looks like. So that is what they failed to do. And that's why people are no longer interested, because what it looks like is they're just pulling shit out their asses. That's what it looks like. It looks like they are making up stuff as they go along. You guys brought her on this show. You were so into her bridal shower. You were so into, she's, wants to have a baby, and all of a sudden you don't like her. We don't follow that story. We need to know what happened, and nobody is connecting it together, right? You guys discarded Quad. Nobody wanted to deal with Quad last year. You brought her to, Sweet Tea's bridal shower. Sweet Tea was actually even nice to her. It was Toya like, she got to go. And now Toya giving Sweet Tea the same energy she gave Quad. It's just like, what is going on here? So, the story, the show is trash because, again, they are producing themselves and they're failing to connect the dots. If Quad would just come out and say, well, shit, I'm mad because, I left him, but I thought I would find me somebody by now. The fact that Quad is saying he mad because she bringing her man on the show. Huh? What? If he was mad, then why would you start arguing with him? None of that shit makes sense. So it's just like the show is just like, what is really going on here? And then what it seems like has happened, you guys you've overdid it. Like this last episode, y'all had so much shit popping off that a normal person would have been like, what? Like, you got Phaedra and her husband. You got Sweet Tea getting into it with Heavenly. Then they say she got into it with Simone. That was just too much to even show. Then you got Phaedra getting into it with Shireen. Phaedra getting into it with Apollo. What the? Like, can y'all have took some of that and sprinkled it throughout the season? It just don't make sense. And Dr. Heavenly, you are not a producer. You're not a producer. What we want to know is, and this is information that I received, and I'm going to say it. Now, this is all alleged because I've been trying to confirm, but you know, when the people tell me stuff, I don't like, okay. People tell me stuff all the time. I just don't take stuff from everybody. I mean, everybody can say what they want, but specific person that knows Dr. Heavenly and stuff about her says that Damon was allegedly dating her sister. Now, that is what I want to know. I want to know about that. That is what I'm being told, is that he was originally dating her sister. Now, Dr. Heavenly did tell us that Dr. Damon Daddy, or whatever his name is, she did say that he was dating other women. And she also said that she went to ask those other women, but I'm being told it was her sister. Now, I don't know if the sister was the only one, but the sister is who one of the women he was messing around with. Now, this is alleged. I don't know, but I am sure this person is not lying. Now, what I'm also being told is that his mama don't like her. Now, look, listen to this. She just did a video the other day, and I don't know if it was the other day. Don't give me the line, but she do so many videos. But in this video, she said, my man, he does got a room. He does have a room downstairs. And she said, you know, he works or does whatever. If you guys remember, Dr. Contessa said they don't sleep together. She said he does have a room downstairs. She said he works down there and he talks to his mama. And I said, oh, that's because, and then I found out that his mama don't like her. Well, guess what else I found out? The mama don't like her because of how they got together. He was already in a relationship with somebody, and she allegedly swooped in. Remember, she said he was going to be a doctor, and if you from the hood, what you do? You get pregnant. So I heard that the mama don't like her, which is really interesting because you never hear her mention them. So I'm like, oh, that is making a lot of sense. One other thing that I've been told, well, I wasn't told this, but I was, but let's get into this part. Dr. Contessa, because I'm putting the pieces together. Dr. Contessa said when her and Dr. Heavenly got into it about Dr. Heavenly paying people off to not talk about her and Dr. Damon stuff, because everybody have problems. Your marriage, it don't matter. Any relationship, your relationship with your kids going to be fractured at some point. But we watch these reality shows. I don't know about y'all, but I do, because I want to see it. I want to see real life stuff. Well, the deal is, and what I've been told allegedly, is that she is paying her sister off to not talk about what really happened between Damon, her, and the sister, honey, which makes sense because, girl, you worship him like he God. Now, I get it, that's your husband, but why do it always seems like she wants to not talk about him? Follow that. It is something there. So I just wanted to come on here and give y'all this with regards to my reunion tea. And, you know, like I said, those parts, I don't anticipate that those will be taken out of the show because, like I said, Dr. G, he don't say much, right? And this part about Dr. Heavenly and her husband feeling like they the kings and queens of the show is absolutely funny. Them dragging Phaedra for the entirety of the reunion is funny because it goes to show that they simply didn't have shit going on. So that is what you guys can expect to look forward to. I don't think those parts will be deleted. However, I really hope that they delete that part where they are dragging and talking about Phaedra because it's giving crazy.